Hello guys, what's going on? I hope you are doing well. It's that time in the season to make another tier list. It's season 11 already guys and we have so many good weapons to use. I spend a lot of time in the game to try all of them. I considered so many points like damage and fire rate, and it's also included my personal opinion. I'm starting from D tier. And we going all up right into the S tier. I used famous streamer gameplay to show you guys all the weapon in their best. I tagged all of them. And their channel link is in the description, so don't forget to support them. Enough talking about the video and let's get right into it. The only weapon I can put in the D tier is the P2020. Because no matter what I found I will switch it with the P2020. They buffed it after removing the hammer point, but I think it's still a really bad weapon and you should drop it as soon you see any other things. Even in the first round of arena I don't like to buy it because there is ton of better weapon to use. In the C tier we have RE45. I think this weapon it's just for early game because it's not as fast as R99 and it don't have a higher damage, so it's just belong here in the C tier. But it's a easy weapon to use. RE45 have a easy recoil and at free aim it's really accurate, you can use it to practice the fast weapon like R99. At the next we have the Mozambique. I put it in the C+ tier because it's really good in the arena as a side shotgun and you can upgrade it to level 3 just with 350 crafting material. And with the purple shotgun bolt, you can have a really fast auto side shotgun with 45 body damage, so it's make the Mozambique very useful in arena. But I can't say the same thing for the Battle Royale because it's just not good enough even as side weapon. So I really recommend, if you find any other shotgun, drop the Mozambique. In the B tier we have the Sentinel. It's a really fun weapon to use, and I like to use it in the close range. Even if you have a gold armor you can charge the Sentinel with only a single mini shield and increase the damage. But after all it's a really hard snipe to use with a small mag, and the slow fire rate you have to be really accurate so you can hit most of your shot. That's why I think the Sentinel belong to the B tier. In the next we have the 30-30 repeater. It's a fast middle range weapon and it's very useful for hitting the moving target. The 30-30 repeater damage it's not even close to the snipes. But with faster fire rate and a bigger mag it's really good for the beginners. And you can increase the damage with holding the aim, and with the accurate free aim you can use it even as shotgun. However it's not a weapon that you can see in the higher rank, so it's belong to here. The B tier. And in the B+ tier, we have the Bocek. Bocek have a good damage and you don't have to reload it and it's really fast too. You can even use the Deadeye's tempo and increase the fire rate, but the ammunition it's rare. You can pick up the arrow from the ground, but still you have to make each shot count. I think it's a really good weapon in the arena because you don't have to worry about the ammo, but it's not good enough in the Battle Royale so I can't put it in the higher tier. And the next weapon in the B+ tier is the charge rifle. I really recommend this snipe for the beginner because it's the most easy to use weapon in the Apex. 0 bullet drop and 0 recoil, it's the reason you can see the charge rifle in every lobby. The only reason that I have to put it in this tier because it's the reload time and the small mag. You only have 4 shot and you can't use extended mag in the charge rifle and it use 2 bullet for every shot, so it need 2 times ammo than other snipe. In the next we have the Havoc. If you guys remember back in the season 4 and 5 Havoc was a king between all the rifles. But now it kind of retired and it's here in the B+ tier, but don't let this old man fool you. With a high damage and fast fire rate it's still a very good weapon. Yes it take couple second to get charge and shot, but with the turbocharger you can use the Havoc just like a normal rifle. For the last weapon in the B+ tier we have the triple take. They nerf it after they put it out of the care package. I think it wasn't that good even as a care package weapon. Nobody liked to drop his side weapon for the triple take. So I put it in the B+ tier. Now it use energy ammo, but still you have to use it like a snipe in my opinion. But at least you can carry more ammo and use the extended energy mag for it. And here we are in the A tier. For the first weapon in this tier we have the longbow. I think the longbow it's the best snipe in the ground right now. 55 body damage and the biggest mag between all the snipes. And the fast fire rate so close to the marksman's make this weapon the best. You can even use all kind of recoil control attachment in this snipe and even eliminate the slightest recoil. With all this together you can see the longbow even in the Predator lobby and highest rank. However, players don't use snipe that much in this game because most of the fights is in the close range and having a snipe can even make players push you faster. That's why I can't put the longbow higher than A tier. And in the next we have the Peacekeeper. I personally really like this shotgun and I have a lot of fun with it. The trick shot that you can do with this shotgun, it's just so good and satisfying, and if you learn how to use it, you can be sure that you don't have any problem in the close range. However, it's not a weapon that you can jump in the fight with it and kill the players. You have to be so smart with this shotgun and hit all of your shot or you're in a lot of trouble and you're probably going to lose. But still you can see so many players in different rank using this shotgun. I really like to put it in the S tier, but the Peacekeeper need a lot of skill. And that is why I can't even put it in the A+ tier. And for the first weapon in the A+ tier we have the Mastiff. After the nerf it in the season 7 it fall all the way to the B tier, but after couple buff, and with this new dual shell half-up that increased the reload time 100%, I think Mastiff deserved to be here in the A+ tier. It also so much easier to use than the PK because you have more shot in a mag and it's also faster than PK, but still you have to learn how to do the quick scope technique with the Mastiff. But it's very useful with the Gibraltar, so you can use it in the higher rank. For the next weapon in the A+ tier we have the Devotion. The most scary weapon in the Apex in my opinion. Devotion was in the care package in couple first season and I think they made a big mistake that put it out. And they even returned the turbocharger. Because Devotion has a really high damage and super fast fire rate, and of course a big mag. Before that you even understand Devotion can eliminate your whole squad. However, I can't put it in the S tier because it's really hard to control. But it's so powerful in the arena that I can't stop myself from buying it. For the next weapon we have another LMG, the Rampage. I really expect they nerf the Rampage in this season because it's so OP. With the 28 body damage and the big mag you can kill 3 player in the row, and I think it's a monster in the middle range. And if you want to have a faster fire rate you can charge the Rampage with a thermite. What an expensive price for a huge boost. You can even break the doors and destroy your enemy in a second. With all these together you should expect to see a Rampage everywhere. Arena and the higher rank lobbies, but I can't put it the S tier because it's not good enough in the close range. In the next we have the Hemlock. Hemlock was really good in the season 6 and 7, but after it get nerfed couple time players stop using it, but I think it's still a powerful weapon. It's a 3-shot burst, but it's fast enough as an assault rifle, and with a 22 body damage for every shot it really destroys the enemy in the middle range. You can even use the single fire mode, and if your fingers be fast enough you can have a faster and more accuracy weapon. But still not good enough to beat the R301 or the Flatline, so can't use in higher rank and be in the S tier. For the last weapon in the A tier we have the Wingman. The King. This pistol is that good that I think it's always deserved to be in the S tier. They even give the Wingman an amazing half-up that make the reload time faster and also give you a bigger mag, and it's so accurate. But it's so hard to use and it recommend a ton of skill. And if you don't land your shot you going to lose a lot of fights. But as soon you land 3 shot in the row you won't able to leave this weapon. That's why that most of player using it in rank, no matter how risky it is. So I can't say where you should use it. It can be good anytime or can let you kill in any situation. However, I suggest that give this pistol some time and practice with it. Because it's really worth it. Before we start the S tier, I have to appreciate who watched the video this far, and I just want to say we spend a lot of time to make this tier list, so if you enjoy it please drop a like, and if you want to see more video like this subscribe our channel. You can unsubscribe at any time, and if you have any question or suggestion that what we should make next just comment for us and we answer it as soon as we can. Let's not spend more time here and just start the S tier. And finally the moment that you waiting for. The S tier. All weapon in this tier are made it to make your enemy cry. And for the first weapon in the S tier we have the R99. If Wingman is the king, well R99 is the queen. The fastest weapon in the Apex. This weapon can destroy anyone just in a second. Player that trying the R99 for the first time always complaining about the recoil. But after using it for some time you will know that it's just a simple horizontal recoil, so many good player even using the R99 with the 2x optics. I may put the R99 in the S tier, but I have to say it's not that much easy to use. Sometime being fast it's not an advantage. You did empty 60 bullet and you didn't break the enemy shield yet. I'm just trying to say it's the weapon, that you should have practice with it, so you can use it. But after all it's most good players' favorite weapon. For the next weapon in the S tier we have the EVA 8. I may should put it in the S plus tier. But we just have so many good weapon this season. Right now the EVA 8 it's the best shotgun in the Apex. It's so fast that so many good players using it as a SMG and it had 68 body damage. So you can easily kill 2 player and you don't even have to hit all your shot. And it's not hard to use like other shotguns, you can use it even in the arena. And if you playing with the Octane you can have ton of new good movement. Right now every ranked player using the EVA 8 as their side weapon. It's just so good in any situation. So you can use it with most of weapons. But the best combo with the EVA 8 it's a long range weapon like the AR or snipe because you can leave all the close range fight to EVA 8. For the next we have the Prowler. This weapon was so good in the care package that even after putting it out playered, didn't stop using it. Prowler is a burst SMG, so it's so fast and accurate and it also have a big mag. You can hit 75 damage in every burst. That's why so many players using the Prowler like a shotgun. But I personally like to use it in the arena and I think it's better than all the SMG in the arena. But don't you think it haven't a recoil because it's a burst mode weapon. However it's so easy to control it and you're free to use it even as a main weapon and pick up a snipe or a shotgun as a side weapon. But I really recommend to picking it up with an auto mode long range weapon. For the last weapon in the S tier we have the Volt. I think Volt is a better and more stabilizer version of the R99. It's have a higher damage but lower fire rate, so even if you miss some shots you didn't empty your whole mag. Most of ranked player prefer to use Volt because it's not risky like the shotguns. And it's pretty good in arena too. But as a main weapon, so you can pick a shotgun with it. However I don't like to use this combo in the battle royale because most of the fights are in the different range. I like to use it with an AR so I can cover the middle and close range fight easily. For the first weapon in the S plus tier we have the car. New SMG that added to game this season. And I think they made it especially for the beginners. Because every problem I had with the SMG in this game, when I started it's fix it in the car. Recoil it's pretty simple, you can easily handle it, and the ammunition problem it's completely disappear with the new idea that you can use 2 different kind of ammo and even 2 different kind of attachment. And the free aim it's so accurate, so you can just go for head and hit 20 damage shots on the enemy. We all know that R99 have a skin that change the aim side, but car already have that in itself. With all this together car is going up right at the S plus tier and I think they going to nerf it very soon. In the next we have the first AR in the S plus tier, the R301. Do you guys remember all that time that I said I using this weapon with AR? Well, R301 it's what I'm talking about. The most popular weapon in the Apex that it always belonged to S tier. Every player in this game that start the Apex of hours ago or the streamer that play this game for over that 2 years use this weapon and they absolutely loving it. Not because it's too OP like the car or the Rampage. No, it's because this weapon is so balanced and everybody can use it in any range. Arena or battle royale. Bronze to predator. Any legends this weapon can handle all. So if you wonder what weapon you should put your time for it so you can get the best results. The R301 is what you should choose. For the next we have another AR, the Flatline. Most player think the Flatline is a better version than R301, but I think they are so different. Flatline have higher damage, but it had a lower fire rate. The recoil it's different but not harder. The R301 is good in the close range, but the Flatline is so much better. However, I think the R301 is much more better in the middle range, so it's really hard to say which one is better, so you have to try them by yourself. Like the R301, you can use the Flatline almost everywhere. And with any legends or side weapon. But I recommend to using it with a shotgun or a SMG because you can leave the middle rank to Flatline. Some players even using it with the snipe. I think it's good with most of the weapon, so don't put too much time and pick whatever that you can because the Flatline is good enough for any fight. For the last weapon we have the L-Star. If you confused to what you should use between R301 and flatline, the answer is the L-star. This weapon is that good that it have a rule in the Apex. If you losing too much in the battle royale, go and practice in the firing range. If you losing too much in the arena, buy the L-star. They even nerf it couple times, but it's not enough to stop players from using it. I think they buffed it like this because it was a trash for 8th season, but right now this weapon can make the best players cry, and it's absolutely a beast. I usually don't put the heirloom weapon on the tier list. But I want to give you guys some advice because it's not like if you use the heirloom weapon you win every single fight. For the first, I want to talk about the Kraber. It's the most powerful weapon in the Apex because it can kill any player with any type of shield with just one headshot. However, it's so slow and it have a lot of bullet drop, so you have to practice with it. A lot of you want to land your shots. I don't have that much to say about the speedfire because we all know why it's in the care package. For the alternator, it's so fast, and if the enemy have the shield it will increase the damage, so it's pretty good for the main weapon. And for the last weapon, the G7 Scout, I really have to recommend to use this weapon on the single shot mode because it's much more faster. And for the beginners, I have to say the easiest weapon to use are. Between the SMG, I recommend the Volt and the Car. In the AR, pick the R301 and the flatline. And from the snipes, longbow and bowcheck, it's really good if you want to have some sniping experience. But after all, it's just my opinion and you should go and try them for yourself to find the best combo. That's it guys, all I have for this video. I hope you learned something from it. Enjoy the rest of your day.